Hey, Nitro Nick here. I'm going to change the spur gear on my Losi 8E to a metal spur gear. Let's see if I can angle this right. Hope this turns out well. I'm just using my hat cam. So, yeah, I've been blowing my spur gear out all the time on my Losi 8E. It just keeps stripping out, I think because of the torque. That's what everyone's been saying. A lot of people have been switching to the metal spur gear, so I'm just going to get right to it and start ripping it apart. I always take the wheels off to work on stuff, makes it a little easier. Like I said, I hope this video turns out okay for the just the angle of the video, so you guys can see what I'm doing. I mean, I blew 2 spur gears in one day of racing. I didn't even get a chance to finish the races. It was a sad day of racing. So, sorry about that, guys. Had to answer the phone. Say hi to everyone, Johnny. Alright, back to it. Alright, wheels are off. Alright, we're going to pop this bottom section off. Let's take the whole center diff out. It really doesn't take long to do this. I've done this at the track several times. These two are Loctited. Hope there's enough light for everyone to see. Again, I'm just winging it on this camera. Doesn't take long to switch the spur gears on this, but from what I've been hearing, everyone says this should take care of my problem. I love this buggy, and I've been having some bad luck with my nitro cars, my nitro buggy, just because of the motors. My motors are getting old, and I haven't put decent motors or decent money into a motor yet. So I've been having to deal with cheaper motors dying off on me in the middle of a race. I need to spend some money on a nice motor so I can enjoy my nitros again. Let's see if I can cheat it. Just pop off the one side. Alright, dog bone popped out there. See? Now this one doesn't look too bad, but it caught the wires of the battery in it this time. But I've blown so many metal spur gears just on its own, coming off a jump and landing. It just strips them right out, and I've gone through probably 5 to 6, maybe 7 gears over 2-year period, and I'm about sick of it. I should probably replace the bearings right here just to make sure, but it feels okay when it's in there. Feels tight, doesn't wobble. Yeah, my antenna's bent from sitting in my RC bag. Looks kind of ridiculous like that. Yeah, I'll be moving around a little bit just so I get the frame of the picture in what I'm doing here, just in case I'm not sitting in the right position. I don't want to take a whole video of everything not working right in the video like I wasn't on camera. Yeah, I had to use your T-wrench, like one for your glow igniter, to get the glow plug out, just to tap this down. Definitely a snug fit, but it works well. Looks like it's on there pretty good. Now we're just going to work in reverse and reassemble. Get all the O-ring. Goes on first, then the washer. I hope to maybe take a ride out to the track today. We'll see, because it's like 1,000 degrees outside. Oh yeah, that didn't work out well. My diff cup tilted over. I mean, I could use new fluid in there, so I might as well just put new fluid in. Let's be smart about it. You can tell it's all black, so I'll dump this out and put fresh fluid in, and maybe not dump it over this time. Got my fluid in there now. Gasket's on. Line up the holes. Set that back in place. I like to take the Allen wrench and just kind of find the holes. Make sure they're all lined up nice. Drop this pretty little anodized ring back on. Line that up. And put my bolts back in. Sorry for all the interruptions. And we just go in a cross pattern and snug them up nice. Not all at one time, just a little more each time you go around. Snug, snug, snug. Now hopefully by using this metal gear, I don't really care, but hopefully the noise isn't super loud. I've heard that it's pretty much the same, maybe a little louder, but I'm used to nitro metal clutch bells on metal spur gears, so it won't bother me at all. Alright, and there she is, She should spin free inside. Feels nice. Alright, let's get this baby in. Move some of this crap out of the way. Alright, slip this back in. Feels nice, the mesh. Just a little wobble, a little space in between there. Should be able to squeeze this back in. Make sure it snaps in place on top here. Looks like I got this stuff in the way. This one's a little stripped, the hole in this bracket, so I use a zip tie. I'll jam it in there with the screw and it helps tighten up the screws. There we go. Alright, put the top 2 screws back in. I really hope this video is turning out okay. This hat cam is a little tough to tell because it's on my head to see exactly where I'm at. Might just have to use the tripod again, but just experimenting for you guys. Let me see if I have a zip tie just sitting here I could jam in there, and I do. Sometimes I'll put a little super glue in there too. Now, Losi uses standard tools, but this is a 2.0 metric wrench, and it works perfect on these smaller ones that should use a small standard Allen key. I think they use a mixture of stuff on Losi, but okay, just snug it down and that should work just fine. Let's flip it over. Looks like I'm going to have to get my Loctite, but let's line things up nicely there. To stand it up, line up my holes. I don't have any Loctite, so I'll just set these in for now, and I'll go get some, but you guys don't need to see me do that. And that's about all it is, guys. They say the metal spur gear will end all the torque problems ripping the plastic spur gear apart. It's just hard landings, it just shreds them up because everything must stop in the drivetrain for a second, and it just strips them right out. Alright, I'm just going to leave them loose because I do have to get some Loctite. I'm going to pop it back out anyways. Not too bad, because I got to put the drive shafts in. Got to pop those in at the same time, and as you can see, I didn't yet. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, post them down below. And if you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Nitro 531. Thanks, guys. Alright, let's test her out, see how loud that spur gear is. Well, I Guess we need to turn on the controller first, right? That always is much better when you do that. Grind here. Oh, no, not bad. Not bad at all. Ah, she's fine. I love it. That's quiet. The real test is when we take some big jumps. Yeah, now the noise level is fine. I'm pretty sure you can pick that up on the video.